And so what you're about to hear this evening is the work of a young man who I became acquainted with almost 2 years ago, who wrote last year, a year ago, we performed one of his pieces that he wrote for our jazz ensemble. It wasn't a jazz piece per se, but he wrote it for that instrumentation, and we featured his work at that time. And subsequent to that, in our discussions, I challenged him to write a piece for the Symphonic Wind Ensemble, for the concert band, for a wind group. And he took that challenge. And so we're going to premiere the results of his work and his creative vision. And before we do that, I would like to introduce the composer and have him talk to you a little bit about his concept in terms of this composition, Armed with a Sword and His Wits. So it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Mr. Joshua Backus.
I'd just like to, well, first thank my wife for helping me look dapper today. And all my friends and my family for coming out to support me. And I'd really like to thank Dr. Hurst and this band for playing my work. It's a pretty amazing opportunity, and not too many men in my position or women have the chance. I was telling the band earlier, and I've told the story a couple times, I really wanted to go for like idealized war march, you know, like very comic book. I was kind of thinking in the early stages, kind of older music and Perseus, you know. Perseus didn't sit at home, you know, he went out and had adventures, and, you know, so that's kind of what Armed with the Sword and His Wits is kind of all about. Or Super Mario, if you rather. He didn't sit at home either. He went out and got that princess, you know. So, with only his wits. So, that's basically where it comes down to, and I think now I'm going to go play some chimes. I don't really like describing the piece you're out to hear too much, so here you go.
All right, thank you very much. We'll let Joshua make his way. This will be an event hopefully you can tell your grandchildren about. I was there when. set of pieces entitled the Hebrides